My name's Kelly Caisse. I'm the owner of KDCROP Farms in Chaplin, Connecticut, and I grow fruits and vegetables, and we have chickens and ducks for eggs. And we also make value-added products such as jams, jellies, pickles, relish, salsa, chutney, and I think we're adding like sauerkraut and fermented vegetables this year. All right, I guess I'll start with the most popular. All right, so this is cranberry jelly. We kind of start out with this almost first. We start out with bread and butter pickles. But right now, since it's after the growing season, we're just going into April. We mostly have jams and relish right now. Cranberry jelly is a really spicy habanero cranberry jelly that is great on over cream cheese and crackers, and also on turkey and chicken as a glaze. And also the farmer's cow is using it now on their turkey sandwiches. And then we make strawberry jam and blueberry jam. And then, as you see, the kernel cornies, corn relish, zucchini relish, and beet relish. So luckily, all those things you could freeze and make more in the off season. So, but yeah, looking to make our first batch of bread and butter pickles probably in June or July.
In addition to selling their goods online and at multiple farmers markets, they also run their own CSA program. CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. Their CSA program allows people to select a payment plan and receive a weekly bag of products that are grown and made by KDCROP Farms, as well as cheese from Cattle Corner Farm. The CSA includes 6 to 8 items of your choice from their wide variety of products. For more information about their products and payment plans, you can visit their website, kdcropfarms.com.
But yeah, we've been doing the CSA since 2013. I started with the local school, Chaplin Elementary School, and so we donate $1 per bag based on the wishes of the customers. We also donate $1 a bag to the Charles H. Barrow STEM Academy as well. Yeah, every week we usually send out a weekly newsletter, and we give choices. Like we do like lettuce or spinach, and then like for now it's going to be like spring stuff. Plus we have chives coming in and some herbs, so we'll throw in like an herb bunch, and then they could have cheese or eggs. That's usually an option, and then a plant or a jar. And then what else? There's just different. We usually have ors, or you could add extras. When the tomatoes come in and the corn comes in, like there's a lot coming in later on. So it's usually like a choice of like squash or corn, and then tomatoes, or I don't know, cucumbers. Like there's a lot of choices. So as long as the bag adds up to 6 things, that's how I like figure it out. Because if it gets so busy, and as long as you know that there's 6 items in the bag, then there's no confusion. Yeah, I have a little snap reader. So unfortunately, I hope in the future that people, when they order online, they could purchase with Snap eventually. That'd be nice. But for now, they have to, when they come and pick up their bag, I could swipe their card and they could purchase. So that's really awesome. We've had that for probably 3 or 4 years now. So yeah, people use it every once in a while. I wish more people would do it, but it just depends on who found out and who could get here. That's usually the problem, is getting to our farm. So we do have pickups at a lot of the farmers markets, like Ashford, Stores, Tolland, sometimes Ellington. So whichever market we're at, we can usually say, okay, you could pick up your bag here. So maybe it'll be more convenient. Well, I think based on supply and demand, like people, I think especially after COVID, people realized that they had to rely on more local produce. And I think that was a great eye-opener for a lot of people, knowing that there's a lot of farms around here, there's a lot of CSAs, and the produce is better than you'll find in the store. So locally grown is so much better, and better for you, like nutrition-wise. And knowing that a lot of us, like me and a bunch of others, we might not be certified organic, but we use practices that are, good for the environment and everything. We don't use chemicals and pesticides. So we try and make a really good product. And a lot of us like test tissues of their, crops and everything to make sure that everything is in line. So we try really hard to grow really nutritious products. Just the backbreaking work. Like there's so many hours in the day to get everything done, and all the weeds. And like last year was a drought, so you had to make sure you didn't use up all your water, because we do run off of our well. There's a stream, but of course it's a seasonal stream, so when there's no water, the stream didn't have any water either. So luckily our well was fine. And then when it's too much rain, and I remember one year you actually hear those slugs eating, you heard them munching. It was terrible. But when there's too much rain, you got to figure out what to do. And that's why a lot of us have greenhouses and covered areas so that you could regulate the watering, regulate everything. But yeah, things get tough. But then those days when you have tons of vegetables coming in and you're bringing all this stuff to market and you're making customers happy, it brings it all together, and it makes, those hardworking days pay off, I guess you could say. I used to be in soil science too, so like seeing what soil looks like when you've tilled it up like constantly, and all that stuff, and all the pesticides and things that people use, it's just not the way. And it's so expensive too. Like what you realize, if you could make your own compost, from, we have our chicken manure and everything, so we could grow, make our own compost, tons of weeds and things, all the weeds that we could throw into the mix. Yeah, just applying that. And then of course you do have to pay for the blood meal and bone meal and everything, but it makes it so much better and so much more sustainable. Your land is happier. It's just, I realize, we have to till a little bit. I still do a little bit, just because the weeds get so crazy, especially in the spring. But if you cover crop, like we do buy cover crop seed, like buckwheat and everything, and luckily, I guess there's a way you could let them go to seed and, reap the seed, so you could really save a lot of seed on your own farm. Even your potatoes, garlic, like there's tons of stuff. And those, even when you buy tomato seeds and pepper seeds, they last forever, like seriously. So like, I like saving seeds. I like knowing that, I have all this stuff to grow and I don't need to rely on other places, all the farmers that rely on herbicides and pesticides to keep their stuff going, because their farms are so big that that's what they have to do. And since we're smaller, we can keep an eye on things, do a lot of scouting for bugs, just do things very, very organically, like, and it's just nice doing it that way, because you feel good about eating. I mean, you could just pick something off a vine and eat it. You don't have to worry about washing it and everything. So, and with kids and everything, yeah, it's much better. We even make flower petal jellies, like from our lilacs and Queen Anne's lace and shy blossoms. So we use a lot of flowers here too, dandelions for instance. So if you're using anything, any lawn chemicals or whatever, then you can't do that, but we don't. So it's awesome. It's a better way of life. Yeah, we're working with NOFA. So I think on their website, as well as my website, there's a little place to click on to donate money, so that we could offer a share for half the price. That will be, and then of course the other half, if people that apply also have EBT SNAP cards, they could pay for their share by using their SNAP cards weekly. So it's a really good program. It's, I think, the second year, because last year was a trial period for them. So yeah, we're offering 2 shares only this year, hopefully more. If we get more donations, then we could offer more shares. So that's how it goes. But yeah, we have our own place on the NOFA website, CT NOFA, where it talks about the CSAs and which farm you want to donate to. So whatever money they get from people, they'll tell us, you could do so many shares like this, like half cost. I'd love to do half cost anyways, but it's really difficult. But yeah, you could always donate that way, and I love being able to give out more shares to people that really could use it.
KDCROP Farms is a family-owned and ran business. Located in Chaplin, Connecticut, KDCROP strives to ensure that communities have access to fresh produce and eggs that are produced humanely. KDCROP has partnered up with several businesses across Connecticut, such as the Willimantic Food Co-op, Econkill Turkey Farm, and Lapsley Orchard, where they sell their products. In addition, they are always striving to form more partnerships to make sure that more families across Connecticut have access to local fresh foods.
We just try to make it all accessible to all the families. Still trying to figure out how to get food to all the kids that go on the bus. That's the hard part, because there's so many that still just go home on the bus, and that's a whole population that aren't getting fresh fruit and vegetables. So hopefully with this whole program with Click and Grow Windham and everything, we could figure out how to get those families some good food too.